second period of extra time to a close, so the match will now be decided by a penalty shootout. Neatly put away. Great composure. Sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. He gave the keeper the eyes and scored the penalty. Great penalty. Confidently taken. That's what you want. The keeper gets wrong and he scored the penalty. He sent the goalkeeper the wrong way. Great penalty. The goalkeeper dived the right way but still couldn't get near it. Gave the keeper the eyes and scored the penalty. Keeper gets wrong and he scored the penalty. All the pressure now on the penalty taker. He has to score. He's saved it. An agonising defeat for this team.